Hi, Sandy Boxall here with another Contract Finder Pro bite-sized feature demo video. So today we're going to look at how you can research your competition. So who's winning what, who's a threat, who you need to beat. So a couple of ways to do this. We're going to start today with the Find Your Competitors tab just under Market Analysis. So click there and it takes you to this page. Now that looks a lot like the other search functions, some subtle differences. Here you put in a term, say digital, which I've preloaded here, and it will now bring back all companies who've won tenders that have digital in the name. You'll notice it also brings back lots of companies who have digital in their name, but of course in this case that's a really good sign. If there's somebody digital, they're probably doing digital things. You can be way more specific with this as well. Stonemason is really a classic use case. How many stonemasons are there out there? It'll bring back all of them who've won something. So you can scroll down, you can see all these digital companies, so Nation Digital, Hippo Digital, and there are, as you'd expect with digital, a lot, and they've won a lot of different things. I'm just going to start at the top here and say, with methods, business, and digital technology, what can we find out? So 94 tenders last year. They've done pretty well. 63 million, rough value. Seemed pretty good too. And you can click on this. So you could do the drop down here and see a summary of them, or, and I'd probably recommend this, go to the supplier profile and see a more in-depth view of that company. So what have we got? You can see how many awards they're winning a year. So last year, good year, definite upswing. That looks like a company who's growing, broadly. You can see roughly the month that they've won things in. That's not really too helpful on the supplier. The kind of value they're playing in, so you get a sense of the kind of company. So if you're seeing 100 million and billion-pound contracts more commonly, that might be a large construction company. This tells you, for digital, this is a pretty normal distribution. You can look further down, see what frameworks they're on. That can be really useful as a way of just working out if tenders go to certain ways. Will it help or hinder them? So if you're talking to a customer and you say, oh, maybe put it through this framework, knowing that this competitor isn't on it, that could be a clever way to do things if you're worried about them. Here's contract types of the tenders they've won, so that gives you a really good feel for what they're good at. And here's a sort of list of the people they are competing with most. So where it says multiple tenders or frameworks, who else is appearing on that framework? So these are the other competitors. So these are people you could potentially partner with if you're competing with them, or again, people that you should be wary of. So again, same deal here. Which publishers are buying off of methods the most? So DEFRA, FCO, UK Shared Business Services. That's a lot of different numbers. Now, these are just numbers of tenders. They're not talking about value at this point. But if you're winning 49 tenders, you've probably done pretty well. And you can click through, where it's highlighting blue, you can click through to the publishing organization as well. You can also see all the tenders that methods have won. And of course, you can favorite it and you can send it to yourself if you want to. So lots of really interesting information you can find out. And you can click through to an awards list of just methods tenders here as well across the coverage that we have. So yeah, really interesting feature. Definitely well worth using, because being prepared is half the battle when bidding against competition.